Good afternoon, Assalamu alaikum, Namaste everyone. It's always an honor and privilege to be among so many bright minds. I have heard so many stories, but I don't know what to start with and how to start with. So let me picture a story for you today. Let me introduce to you an individual who used to be the resident of Simal, rural city of Sindh. Let me introduce you people today to an individual who was the resident of a society defined by gender roles, designed by stereotypical norms, in which that individual was told that education is a privilege, way too privileged to be given to a woman. An individual who was told that this is a society dominated by men and women are supposed to be at home and homemakers. An individual who was supposed to be told and who was supposed to perform the gender roles the society has given him or her. In such society, in such an environment, that individual not only enlightened his own life, but enlightened the lives of those people who were touched by. I'm talking about no one. Any guesses?
Manisha Ropeta.
No. I'm talking about an individual who was the businessman of that small city known as Mr. Balumal Ropeta, my father. And I am the proud daughter of that man. So as the topic is that break the shackles, break the glass ceiling, and today I proudly say that I, a woman, did not break the glass ceiling. A man did. A man did break the glass ceiling for me, and he broke this shackle. So when we talk about the shackles, we talk about the glass ceilings. So I always say that no, I did not break the glass ceiling. A man did for me. That is what we have to do. I am just here, standing here before you today as the first female from my community to join police services in my country. This is because a man did take a step for a woman, for his own daughter, and refused to accept what he was told. He was always told, बेटियों के बाप ऐसे नहीं करते, बेटियों के बाप को ऐसे सर पे नहीं चढ़ाना चाहिए. He was always told not to send me to schools, not to send all of us to school because we are daughters. He was always told that we should be in our barriers, but he never listened to them. And to that extent that people used to come to him and told him that your daughters are being harassed on the roads when they go to tuition centers, when they go to schools. He did not hear them. He just once upon a time called me, asked me, is there any issue with you? I said, no, I'm very comfortable. Even I am lost in my own world of education that I don't know what is happening in my surroundings. And he trusted me. And that was the belief, that was the trust that actually empowered me to dream big, to achieve big, and to wish big in life. And here starts the journey of what you come to know as Miss Manisha Ropeta. So that little girl who was taught to dream big, that little girl who was taught not to accept what people tell her, but to accept what her heart says. Because the name stands in itself that Manisha means desire, Manisha means wish, Manisha means dream. So this is something that I wanted to share it with you, that the journey starts with the dream, that we are not given the freedom. When we talk about the right to freedom, that is the right to dream big. Either a small dream or a big dream. I don't have any definition of dream because to me dream is a dream. Either you want to be a doctor, you want to be an engineer, you want to be an actor, you want to be a poet, whatever you want to be. But the point is, choice is yours. No one needs to detect you that what a woman should be. No one needs to detect you that what a woman should become. I was always told that to be a doctor is a soft profession, so it suits a woman to be a doctor. And because I come from a background where all my siblings are doctors, so it was always considered to be a very soft profession and befitting for a woman. But I used to think, because my father always taught me, whatever you do in life, it should be that it should create the ripples in society. If you have got education, it cannot benefit other people. That means it is of no use. Because we come from a background, we come from a community where we are told that education should have some financial gain, as we all are told till today. आपने इंजीनियरिंग कर ली, कितना कमा लिया? डॉक्टर बन गए, कितना कमा लिया? So that is what we are always told, that if you get education, there should be some financial gain attached to it. No financial gains, no education. But he told me that education's purpose should always be to create a positive change in society, to become a model that everyone should replicate, that creates even a change if at small scale. That means that your education you have paid for your education. That is what you have given the worth of. And then that was the time that I had to take this big decision of switching my field, because when I opted for being doctor of physical therapy, first it was also opposed, because I was told that physiotherapist is also a manly profession. We have divided each and everything. As we were talking about binaries, we have created binaries in everything. MBBS doctor, BDS doctor, and then the physiotherapist, doctor of physical therapy, and what suits a man and what suits a woman. So to us, professions are also gendered. To us, everything is gendered in our society. So when I took this step to go for doctor of physical therapy, so many girls opted for that after me. Otherwise, there was only one option, that go for MBBS or there is no option for your education. And with the growing age of the girls, the educational qualification used to decline. And when I shifted to Karachi for my education, I always thought that what do I want in life? I thought that I want some empowered position, a position that I want to see myself and I want to see other women into. So I thought about this uniform. I thought that we should be in a profession which is always thought to be a male-dominated profession, because uniform means a man, a healthy man that looks like a police officer, not any female police officer. But because we had already so many models in Pakistan, so I wanted to become a police officer. And I would like to tell you today, and I would like to share my limiting belief today, that I was a timid person who could not even cross a road by herself. I used to wait for my sister or my brother to come and support me just to cross a traffic. And here I am, protecting so many women, working for the society, fighting for their rights. It is because I fought for my own self. I stood for my own self. And when we are told that break the shackles, the first step is accept yourself, own yourself, own your background, own where do you come from. I was told that I should work on my accent. I said, no, I'm very comfortable with whatever I am. I was told I should work like on so many things, because it's been so many years that I've been Karachi, but I still don't look like. I said, no, I look like a Pakistani. I represent my own culture, and I represent a woman who is very comfortable in what she wears, how she speaks, what she does, and how she does. And this is what a person should be, and this is what I want every woman in my society to be. And that is only the choice to choose clothes, what she wants to wear, to choose what profession does she want to adopt, to choose what and where does she want to work. This is what the choice and breaking the shackle for me. I would like to tell or share one more incident with you. When I was preparing for the interview, that was my phase 2 of the competitive examination. So I went for a mock examination. There, an interviewer asked me, have you done any act of bravery in your life? Because you want to be a police officer and your first choice is police. So if we want to appoint you, how should we know that you are brave enough to be a police officer? So I thought for a while that have I ever done an act of bravery? I said, yes, I have. Said, what was that act of bravery? I said, I was brave enough to move out of my own city with very restrained resources, with nothing in my hand, just an admission letter to the university. So that was an act of bravery for myself. And I still remember the reaction was, how is that an act of bravery? Because I believe that bravery is coming out of your comfort zone. An act of courage is challenging your own self. An act of courage is challenging your own norms. An act of courage is challenging your own people, and for the right and for the positive change. to tell people, to show them, to guide them that this is the right thing that we are doing and that we are telling you, not what we are told to do. And when you are 100% sure that you are in the right direction, you are doing something which brings a change in society, which brings a positive thing in society, that is what you get a courage from and confidence from. I'm very happy, I'm very proud that it was only an achievement of a woman to break the shackle, to break the barrier, but they translated into so much positive. Today, I'm an emblem of diversity in our society, because when we say that Pakistan does not belong to any one community, I have proved it, that Pakistan belongs to us all. And as someone said, that we believe that the white part of the flag represents the minority. Today, I proudly say before you all, the whole flag belongs to us all. It's not only the white part, it's the whole flag of Pakistan that belongs to me, that belongs to you, that belongs to each citizen of Pakistan. And this is what I was born to do. And I will also tell one thing, that we should never face failures. We should never fear failures in life. I did not clear my examination in my first attempt. And I proudly tell that to everyone, that this was not my first attempt. This was not my first attempt. I flunked in the first attempt, and I thought that I cannot do it. I used to write whole day, I used to work hard, but still somewhere I was lacking. But then my mother told me one day that you are not born to quit. You are not born to give up. And this only one sentence changed my life. And that I used to say in my childhood, कभी ना गिरना कमाल नहीं, गिर गिर के संभलना कमाल है. So I always say, जितनी बार गिरना है गिरें, गिरने से ना डरें. But you should always rise. You should always have the courage to rise after every failure. And this is what we need to own our failures. We always blame the system. हमारा सिस्टम ऐसा नहीं है, हमारे सिस्टम में मेरिट नहीं है, हमारे सिस्टम में ये नहीं है. Never blame the system or any other process. Just be yourself, work your part. What is your contribution? Own your failures. They told me that success has many fathers, but failure is an orphan. I told them I would be the mother of my own failure. I would own my failure. I would still own my own failures, because I know it's a challenging job. A woman in uniform has still to face a lot of hardships, a lot of hurdles, but I will always own my failures more than I own my success today. And this is what the ownership of your failures, ownership of your weaknesses, that makes you a person that becomes a model or example for other people. And then, after acceptance, never change for what you want to do for society or what people like in you. Just do what you want to do. Just be what you want to be. And this is, I think, the only small ingredient of life, the small recipe to be successful in life. And then, as we said, that there is no excess of women. We always hear that अच्छे घर की लड़कियां, शरीफ घर की लड़कियां थानों में नहीं जाती. अब जब शरीफ घर की लड़कियां, I don't know what is the definition of शरीफ घराने की लड़कियां, but still when we women will be present at our thana, I try my level best to be present and available at thana to show the face, and I also try my level best that all female staff or female officials should be present in the police station to dispel this impression कि अच्छे घर की लड़कियां थाने में नहीं जाती, because अच्छे घर की लड़कियां थाने में बैठ के अच्छे घर की लड़कियों की ही मदद करती हैं, और वो अच्छा घर वो हर घर है जो इस मुल्क में मौजूद है. This is the only definition of that अच्छा घर, that शरीफ घराना. Today I tell every woman that never be afraid of going to police station. Never be afraid of telling your story. If you are abused, the abuser should be ashamed of. You are not the one to be ashamed of this act. You should always fight for your justice, and you should come forward. I want to see so many people. When I was asked one time that how do you see my future? When do I retire? How do you see that at my retirement stage, what will be the change in the society? And I said just one sentence, कि आज हम जो पूछते हैं ना, how do you see कि with the small percentage of women in police, at that time this will be so normal, we will have so many women police officers that this will not even be a question. And the woman will be representing women, women will be supporting women. बिकॉज औरत औरत की दुश्मन होती है नीड्स टू बी प्लीज डिस्पेल्ड राइट नाउ, बिकॉज औरत ही औरत की सबसे बड़ी दोस्त होती है, औरत ही औरत की मुहाफिज होती है, and a woman needs to protect women. That is my only agenda in my life. Thank you. See you again with these some encouraging stories.